So I would say Joker, Magneto. I feel you on the Shredder. I just don't know what number I would place him. I feel you on the Ultron Shredder. 2003 Turtles was my favorite Turtles ever, man, because it continued for a long time. They had like 3 seasons of that, and then they went into Fast Forward, and then they went back to the sewer. So that's 3 different types. So I'm like, that was fire, all of that together. But fourth, I'm gonna have to roll with Eggman. They do not do Eggman any justice in these games, in these TVs, because he's far more evil than what he is.
In the comics.
In the comics, he's far more evil.
I mean, the thing is, in the comics, though, he actually already had took over a lot of shit. So
he took over already.
So
Sonic is part of the Freedom Fighters. They trying to join. They join the resistance to take over. I mean, fight against Eggman.
Fight against him, right?
So he, when he roboticized his father and his uncle, turning people into robots, killing people. Even updated versions, like when he created with the metal virus. I'm like, they need to put that in the games. What are they doing? They wasting so much content.
They're not gonna do that because
it's too evil.
No, I wouldn't say it's too evil, but think about how long Sonic been out, and as Sonic fans, we all know the different iterations of who each character is in each verse and everything like that. You know what I mean? The thing about that is, like, at this point, it would be just adding another body on the pile. You know what I'm saying? So it's best survived by other media as far as, you know, comics and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because it's a lot, like, Sonic been around so long, you know what I'm saying, damn near just as long as Mario, you know what I'm saying, but Sonic didn't had so many hits, but he had so many more misses, unfortunately.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So, so the whole Sonic series as a whole don't even get taken serious. As much as I love Sonic, I don't take it serious. You know what I mean? Now, I ain't gonna let you probably more versed on the comics and stuff than I am. Cause I grew up watching, of course, Saturday AM and playing the games and everything. And I did read quite a bit of the Archie comics. You know what I'm saying? I think Knuckles had died twice already or some shit. So that was like the last one I watched. And he had came back. He came back for like the third time. He had got like he was guarding the Master Emerald from some fucking body or something like that. No, Chaos was either Chaos was coming or Eggman had did some stupid shit and unleashed something and Knuckles had died. I don't even remember what it was. But just speaking to that, you know what I'm saying, that's two different things, you know what I mean? But even with all that, like, you know what I'm saying, that the comic stuff is a lot more serious and whatnot, but you still don't take it serious. You wouldn't sit here and talk about it at length at certain reverence, I guess, as you would say Magneto or Joker or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
And that's crazy, because he should be up there like that. Because it's like, even, what was the, he got so many things that they can incorporate, like, what's the name of the, Star Wars, right? The, is it called the Death Star?
Okay.
The man's got the Death Egg, where he created something that's pretty much like the Death Star. He created Metal Sonic, based off Sonic. He created the virus, the metal virus, what gets people sick and killing them with, like, whoever get infected with the metal virus. If it touches somebody else, it turns them basically all into like robot zombies. Like I said, he had already killed. I think he killed Sonic's father. He roboticized. Oh, that's another thing too, because they got such a huge universe of so many characters, and they only stick with. Like, I love Sonic, but I want to see more than Sonic. That's why I loved a tiny aspect of Sonic Forces, because it was going towards what it should have been in the first place.
True.
Being in the Resistance and going against Eggman, because Eggman literally took over everything. So as far as the story, that part I liked about Sonic Forces, but everything else could have been better. I love that they gave us the ability to create our own character, because we've been dying for that, but they just incorporated it wrong, because it was based off Sonic colors, and that was a miss to me, because it's like, why do I have to use Wisp to use my own character? Why do I have to use Wisp to use Sonic natural powers? It's crazy to me.
I mean, Sonic is a being of chaos
Mm-hmm.
in all aspects because, you know what I mean? Like, okay, so would I be wrong in asking, like, is Sonic's origins even remotely the same anymore?
No.
So it's like, because I mean, I grew up with, you know what I'm saying, in the Archie comics, you know what I'm saying, Sonic was a brown hedgehog. You know what I'm saying?
Right, I remember.
He was a brown hedgehog, and he met Dr. Kento Boy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And he Dr. Kento Boy gave him his red shoes. You know what I'm saying? Because Sonic had burnt out his sneakers, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And he was testing the machine with the chaos symbols. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, the machine malfunctioned. It turned Sonic blue. You know what I'm saying? But all evil was supposed to transfer it into Kento Boy, turning him into Robotnik.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Over time, that whole Eggman thing came around and everything.
As a nickname, and it stuck.
I still can't rock with that.
Robotnik is same
but
thing.
see, all of that though, just in that very bit, you know what I'm saying? That's not a serious plot. You know what I'm saying? Then Eggman, that's literally making fun of him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, well,
That's true.
I mean, but
Well, for sure, Robotnik. I prefer the Robotnik version of Eggman for sure. I mean, not the original, but after Kentober. You're right.
right, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, if it's been changed, because like I said, he done had so many iterations and whatnot. You know what I mean? All of which, you know what I'm saying, has been him trying to take over the world or actually taking over the world. So he, for one, that makes him a villain that succeeded. Number one, that's another thing. So I feel you on that. He should get a little bit more respect on him, but he just can't, Joe. Because in that case, you might as well throw Bowser right next to him.
Bowser, yeah. Man, the plot for Mario, I always be arguing about this with Mario too. Like,
Peaches.
Yeah.
That's my
That's
shit.
my song, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Say.
Jack Black did his thing on that. I ain't gonna lie. That's my song, bro. But I'm like, first off, the plot for I'm like, how many times you gonna kidnap Peach? At this point, you can have her, bro. Like,
But see,
you can. As a matter of fact, I think Mario was dating Pauline at one point.
Mario never had a plot. To be fair, it never really had a plot. They literally have to make a plot because all Mario was, hero saves damsel in distress.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, when they added more characters and stuff like that, then it turned into, like the first one was just, you know, a game. You know what I'm saying? Then the second one that we got from Doki Doki Panic was a dream. 3 was a stage play. Mario World was the actual one. Okay, now all of a sudden this nigga Koopa got kids. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he had kids in 3. You know what I'm saying? But 3 was a stage play. So it's like, how that work? You know what I'm saying? So they had to build that story along and everything. But it always was, you know, Mario rescues the princess. You know what I'm saying? So for the movie, they knew they could not come with that basic ass plot. They had to come with some real shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's still Bowser and it's still silly as hell. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of video game movies don't really make sense as far as movies. You know what I'm saying? In video games, those stories make as much sense as they're gonna make because they video games. They not supposed to be based in reality unless you know some simulation type shit or something like that. But I just don't like, you know what I'm saying? Like certain villains that you can have as favorites and whatnot, definitely, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's the reason behind it that tickled me. You know what I'm saying? But in the case of Eggman and as a side note, Bowser, you know what I'm saying? Bowser is they two sides of the same coin.
Yeah.
In a lot of versions, Eggman was a successful villain because he had took over the world and stuff like that and everything. He actually killed good guys and stuff like that. Bowser ain't did none of that shit. He ain't did shit but made a hit song. You know what I'm saying? So, well, Jack Black did, but you know what I'm saying. But
That's my boy.
But yeah, I could see that. So, would it be fair to say comic book Eggman then?
Comic book Eggman, yeah, for sure. Well, Robotnik. I'm gonna say Robotnik, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
for sure.
Let's see.
5, it was tough for me because I was thinking of like who was a villain that I just couldn't stand, and it's a few that come to mind I couldn't stand as far as anime. I could. Naraku made me want to kill him so bad, bro. Cause
Naraku from
Inuyasha. I'm like, he got away every time. I'm like, bro, he is right here.
But see, that was plot armor. They had to keep that going. And you know what? I wonder why I don't have that on Blu-ray. But you know what I mean.
And how despicable he was as his human self as Onigumo, and he basically fell in love with Kikyo, and then once he became half demon, being possessed with all them demons, he made Inuyasha and Kikyo go against each other as a shapeshifter. I'm like, he got something. He got his hand in almost everything in Inuyasha, and I'm like, it's crazy. Shishomaru was like the only character that didn't even need the sacred jewel to become like he is the only person that didn't even want the sacred jewel because he's already strong.
He was already a demon because Shishomaru was a full-fledged demon already, though, right?
So, powerful, like his pops.
Right. So, that's why. But see that was the jewel was the whole plot device of that whole shit. So you know, I could see that's. But see, that's one of the reasons why I messed with Shishomaru because he was actually fucking with Inuyasha. You know what I'm saying? He was just touring along with him and everything and all that stuff. And he was actually doing good shit on the side and trying to raise Ren, even though for his fucked up ass purposes and shit. But
yeah, I don't like that with Yashahime. They kind of ruined that for me, man.
That was crazy.
They try to make it seem like he groomed her or something, man. That's why I'm like, I don't like that, man.
But think about it though. Think about it. She was with him the whole time. So,
because in the actual Inuyasha part, I thought he was gonna be with Kagura. So when Kagura died, I'm like, because she even went to see him on her last, like before she fully died.
Kagura was thirsty though.
I thought he was gonna be with her.
Kagura was thirsty.
But he probably would have killed her too, because she part of Naraku. So.
Right. You know what? That reminds me. You say anime villains.
I got another one for you.
What's up?
Danzo. You ever seen Naruto?
Well, I never finished. I got out to Shippuden and I kind of fell off with it.
You know about the Uchiha clan, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was basically the entire demise behind the Uchiha clan because Itachi is Sasuke's older brother.
Yeah.
So Sasuke's entire plot versus the first part of Naruto and half of Shippuden is to go against Itachi because he felt like this dude is Hold on, let me stop.